Hey folks, this is Vagrant. Welcome back to Remnant 2. In the last video, we came to what seems to be a root-corrupted version of Earth. Now, pretty sure it isn't actually Earth, but it looks like Earth. It's all very confusing. It's Earth, but it's not Earth. It's Earth 2, or whatever they say in the Marvel malarkey. But things are bad. And we are trying to root out the source of the corruption. And look, there's a big pit. Hello, Big Pit. Big Pit, I feel like you may be relevant. When has a Big Pit not been relevant, you know? I'm just gonna have a little poke up here first, just in case there's some lovely, lovely loot. Let's have a little... Wait, this is, isn't this the base? Isn't this Ward 13? I just realized, because isn't this right here where I think he hangs out? Where, Blog hangs out, you know. The Ankh of Power. Okay, we've got ourselves a new amulet. Amulet has a 15% increase to all damage. Oh, that's great. Consuming a relic doubles the bonus. That's also great. Oh, what's the one I was using back in the day? It was that one, right? Yeah, I think this is straight up bad. I think this is just insane. Yeah, 15% damage, but I need scrap, so I can't. This is the problem with resource ones. I'm never not going to use the resource one. It just isn't in my wiring, you know. I am's what I am's. As they say. Looking for more galvanized iron. I just saw a chest. Yeah, there it is. I would like you to hurl yourself off the ledge for me, thank you. How do I get to that chest? I could just walk up to it. Yeah, that would work. Novel idea, I think you'll all agree. Alright, now into the pit. We fell in the pit. We all fell in the pit. That's not cool. Walking on the ceilings should be reserved for creepy women in in Japanese horror films. No one else is allowed to walk on the ceilings, okay? That's a rule. If it isn't a rule, I'm going to establish it as a rule. Only creepy Japanese women. It is a thing. I think I'm really thinking of that just because of the Grudge, i.e. Ju-on, as it's known. There's this period in the early... sorry, I'm just moving my headset a little bit. There's this period in the early 2000s where America was obsessed with remaking Japanese horror films. It's kind of fallen off. You don't really see it anymore. Look at this. Look at this spooky son of bitches. Don't like this one bit. Especially when I miss every bloody shot. I suppose I say, I'm sure there's more than just this, but I can only think of two. Ju-on became the Grudge, and Ringu became the Ring, obviously. With Samara. Again, we've got like a little room here, which isn't on the map. Has the game always been doing this? Have I like only just started to notice them, or has the game always been doing this and I've missed out on just a bajillion things? New ring, dying ember. Okay, let's have a little look. My dog's got it, like he's got this sorted, doesn't he, me? Gain 6% of base, 6% lifesteal on your melee, which yeah, this sounds pretty good, but I don't melee. The game has like so many melee items, it's like a 50-50 split. And it's cool that it's an option for those who want to play a melee build. But I feel like maybe 90% of people on this game are going to have a ranged build. And that maybe items should be skewed a little harder in that direction. The amount... Wait... 6% of melee base damage. I wonder if I'm wrong. I wonder if that applies to all damage. It says gain percent as melee. It gains 6% of melee base damage as lifesteal. It doesn't say you have to hit them with a melee attack. Stop making creepy noises. It doesn't say you have to hit them with a melee attack. What that would favor, though, of course, is having a big chunky, a big chunky melee weapon that hits like a truck. Ton of chests on that I've missed. Alas. I don't know how I missed that one. Well, this is pretty cool. This is very cool. Yeah, this is that's where Wallace hangs out, right over there. I'm pretty sure we're back in the ward anyway. And now we're gonna drop into this big scary red pyramid. Always a very logical, clever thing to do. You'll all agree. Anyone else get boss feelings? Large, wide. Oh. Look, I mean, yeah, there's no boss door, but they've been avoiding those lately. It's a big, wide, open area with a door at the far side.
That's
Thank you. It is ominous, but I've got my little robe with me. There's no way something. Yeah, there we go. Oh god, I feel bad for game designers. It can't be easy to like hide bosses sometimes. It's a big tree boy. Cancer. He's doing something. He's doing something. I don't like it. Whatever he's doing. Oh, that's what he's doing. Whew. Go. Just keep plonking away. Plonking away. I can't find a weak point. I think it's probably on his back, I'd guess. What's he doing? What's he doing? That's not a cool boy thing. That's actually quite cool. Oh, he's glitching out. Okay, I just hit a weak spot. I'm not really sure where it was. But I did hit one. It was somewhere on the face. It's weird for the root, such a biological entity, to be so mechanical in some ways. That was quite easy. Necrosite strand and another trait point. Good job, Leica. I'm sure you did a lot of work there, girl. It sounded sarcastic, and it really wasn't at all. Good job, girl. There you go. It's more like it. Oh, that was pretty bloody easy, though. I'm not gonna lie. Doop. I keep forgetting my goddamn hunter's mark and stuff like that. Terrible for it. Absolutely terrible for it. I'm gonna keep leveling Siphoner. They call me Siphoner, but I just like to say I was born Solly Vagrant, and I'll die with that name. It sounds weird to say Solly Vagrant now. But the reminder, some of you, I don't know, most of you have probably been on the channel quite a while. I really shouldn't ask this question so far in the series. How many of you joined this channel in 2020, in the last few months, let's say, or in like in the second half, yeah, Root Earth. In like the second half of this year, for example. No, because now it's probably 2024 by the time we see that. No, it definitely is 2024. Okay, who joined in 2023? Actually, if any of you joined in 2024, I'd be... Why have you swapped my bloody weapon again? Stop it! I don't understand the game's insistence on doing this to me. It's really weird. I'm just curious if there's people who don't know that the channel used to have a different name when I renamed it. Not massively, you understand. We went from a Solly Vagrant to Vagrant. You know, it's not a huge change, but I don't know, it's just interesting to remember. I haven't thought about it for a while. It never made sense. I just wanted it to be a little bit different. I can't remember what it's even based on. It's like there's a word Solly Vagrant, not vagrant, but Solly Vagant, or something like that. It's like a word meaning wanderer, and the vagrant's kind of got the same kind of feeling, so I kind of wanted to combine the two and make something original, but at the start of every single video I said, hey, it's vagrant. So it just didn't make sense to call myself anything else, you know? It's like if the Best of Slot channel, I called myself best at the start of every video, you know? Hey folks, this is best. Well, I could do that. It seems a bit egotistical though. Oh, there's 2 of them. Hi. It's quite intimidating, actually. Although you are just staring at me and taking a buttload of damage. Seems like a bad idea on your part. I'm out of ammo. Doesn't feel appropriate to say ammo for a bow, does it? Feels wrong. But I've had new concerns. So you folks have seen Coral Island by now. Maybe all of it, maybe not all of it. I don't know. You've seen quite a lot of Coral Island. And at some point in Coral Island, I start talking about the second channel because it was really the third channel, the Bite Force, because I was really close to getting the channel online, and then it got a little delayed, shall we say, by about a month and a half, if not more. This is creepy. What the hell are those noises? What's that over there? There's a thing. I'm gonna have to kill the thing. So now I've got a bit of this time pressure because I'm talking about it. I think it's about a month away the video goes up, if not less. And I'm not ready yet. It's taking longer than I thought it would. To the point that I'm only planning to actually launch in January. So there's some slight concerns going on now. I'm not gonna lie. Well, it's a good incentive for me to get off my ass and actually get it sorted, I suppose.
Great. More bad news.
There's a lot of enemies. What the hell are you? You're new as well. Oh, I was going to make this remark about the boss. The boss moved. Obviously, it's meant to move like a root. You know, it's cracking and disjointing the way the limbs moved really quickly from position to position, with this associated cracking noise, like as it moved and its limbs jolted into place. Again, very Asian horror. It really is. It's one of the things that always terrified me about both Ju-on and Ringu. Both did it. I think the Grudge, the last is called Ju-on, and then Ringu, well, she's called I don't know what she's called in the Japanese version, but in the English version, the American version, I should say, she's called Samara. But they always do the head crack kind of thing. It's kind of inspired, I guess, by The Exorcist a little bit, and the way that she turned her head around. Well, we're all waking up now. This is a lot of enemies. I just think we want to kill these ones first, because otherwise they're just going to call more back up, right? This glitch effect is super annoying. And what's getting out of ammo? Oh yeah, oh no, what the hell? Okay, wait, I've got a plan. I need my dog. Okay. Nope. And then hold. There we go, you're proud of me, folks. I used an ability. I think I'm gonna focus this thing down, because it's staring at me like an idiot. Okay, that'll do. Oh, good girl, Leica. It's getting pretty intense, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of big enemies at once. Leica just charges in like an absolute maniac. You've got to love her for it. Absolutely no self-preservation whatsoever. Nope. I see a spooky thing, I'm gonna run forward, I'm gonna put my mouth on it. That's how you should live your life. It's probably not how you should live your life. But damn it, that's how Leica lives hers. And she's the bestest girl. They call me Leica, I just like to sing. That was boring. No. Anywho. Anyhoozle. Yeah, it's quite strange, this mix of techno and organic. Now, I'd say the game in general messes with that a little bit. We've definitely talked about other parts of this game having like a HR Geiger kind of vibe, right? Can't remember if we did that in this game or the last game, but we definitely talked about it. So it's definitely a consistent aesthetic that they're trying to push. But with the root in particular, I always think of the root, like people are thinking obviously the root because it's biological and it kind of seeps into the ground and it, you know, digs its way into the earth and all this root-based stuff that it's got going on, right? I'm wondering if I can, maybe. No. I'm wondering if I would get that purple thing. The game's been all too willing to throw out. Okay, it looks like I come on that way. Interesting. But, of course, you've also got root drives and stuff. You've got, like, root in a technological sense as well. Which I'm thinking is maybe at least partially the point. How the hell do I get up there? Oh, I can go all the way around. Okay, cool. Good to know. I still don't really understand the basic story of this game. It kind of just comes across as gobbledygook to me. And I just kind of go, eh. I kind of my eyes glaze over a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. My ears glaze over, which is a slightly terrifying image. My ears metaphorically glaze over because it's a little too big. You know, I've always said this about games. I prefer the personal stories. I don't care about saving the world because it's just too big. There's no personal stakes involved with that, really. But if I have to save a character I care about or something... Oh, what, really? Okay, this might be the first ever boss we've done in either of the two games where I had to fight an enemy before the boss door. I don't... Like, such a normal thing in other Souls games. Souls-likes. Don't think I've ever done it in a Remnant game. The Corrupted Harbour. Oh, it's a... It's probably a... siege kind of thing again. Yeah, can't get out. Got that Resident Evil spooky door going on. Resident Evil, another series that I would love to play on the channel. We've played Resident Evil 5 already. Of course, that was one of our early playthroughs. What's going on now? Resident Evil 4 though, Resident Evil, Devil May Cry 4 is one of my favourite games of all time. Devil May Cry 1, also one of my favourite games of all time. Devil May Cry 2, one of the worst games of all time. Maybe the worst sequel in gaming history, or at least up there. It's bad, folks, it's bad. Much like my arrow shooting right now. Cool. There we go. This is getting a little disconcerting now. I'm gonna grab some arrows. Everyone else is getting Stranger Things vibes from this, right? It's not just whoa, okay. Let's calm down, Mantis. Oh, you know what we should... Oh, great. Well, first thing we're going to do is we're going to heal. Lovely. Then, we're going to do the smart boy thing. Okay, there's two of them. That's not cool. Oh god, my aim is way off today. Way off. There we go. Bloody Nora.
Okay, this is it.
Okay, we done? Can we calm down now? No, we got that. What's this music remind me of? Godzilla in the diving scene. The skydiving. Wayfarer. Increases environmental movement speed. Vaulting, ladders, and wading. Okay. In a world where you don't have unlimited trait points, is anybody putting points into Wayfarer? I would find that very, very difficult to believe. Imagine putting 10 points into your ability to climb ladders faster when you only get 60 points. That's kind of wild. Music, if you could stop being so creepy, that'd be great. Thanks. Assuming this is a shortcut to before. The music, as soon as I leave the room, it's like, nah, we're done now. Okay. Flyweight sting. Gotta be honest, I was hoping to wrap around to the other purple thing. Again, melee damage. It's all melee damage. Everything I find is melee damage. It's crazy. Like, I really feel like it's misproportioned, honestly, compared to how much melee people do in this game, assumedly. I guess I'm assuming, but as far as I've seen, there's a single archetype that's based around melee damage. One archetype, like, medics aren't running in there and meleeing, you know? Well, maybe they are, maybe they're crazy, I don't bloody know. This is the wrong way, right? I was very purposely trying to go the wrong way. I'm not convinced I have anymore. Getting less and less convinced by the moment. Trying to get down to that purple we saw earlier. Not this one. Kinetic Cycle Stone. We're finding rings for days, though. Increasing mod and skill cast speed by 20%. That's not terrible. I'm not sure I'd put a ring slot on it, but I can kind of see the... Yeah, we've gone the right way. This is disgusting. Okay. I'm gonna nip back down. Going the right way. Oh, I can't. Alright, I'm just gonna run. We're near... Well, at least I'm assuming we're near the end, so I just want to make sure we're thoroughly exploring, you know? He's killing these nerds again. Means showing off my, quite frankly, dreadful aim. I'm not on it today at all. Well, that's okay. I don't really want to hang out in this area because it means I have to put up with this wall all the time. And I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's coming back. Okay. So this is the room where I did the big boy fight. Now, I saw some stuff over at this far side. Is this going to wrap around all the way back there? It could do. I don't think so. But I did see something in here, so... Had to make sure we came and got this. Looks like a trait book. Tastes like a trait book. It's a trait book. So how do I have no idea. Not a clue. Alright. Well, let's grab our trait. Our lovely jubbly siphoner. Oh, 7 already. Not bad. I need to... I just want to shoot this and see what happens. I need to shoot someone. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not a bad amount of health. I'm losing more health trying to pay attention to it, obviously, but it's not a bad amount of health.
It's over.
You know, if I hit for 1,000 damage on a boss, I'll recover 20 health. That's quite a lot. It is. It's a 7th of my hit. Wait, no, that can't. It can't be right. No, it's not right. Yeah, if I've got 2% right now. If I hit a boss for 1,000 damage, I should recover 20 health. But 20 health is like a 7th of my entire health bar. That's quite a lot, right? So I don't. It feels wrong somehow. It feels oh so right. Maybe this will let me wrap around. Let's find out. Nope. Is this another boss? No! You can't do that! See, I already want to kill this guy more than I wanted to kill any other boss in the game. Because he just murdered the little dude. I will not abide by the murder of the little dude. Venom. More like nerdum. Lol. I'm gonna die. Huh, that went badly. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Oh. Thank you. I had to get back in there in time. Okay, let's pop some abilities.
Damn.
I'm getting whomped in this fight, by the way. Bloody hell! I'm gonna this might be our first boss, Steph, I'll tell you that much. It is going badly. You have to hit the weak spot, you just don't do any damage at all. Oh, that was okay though. Might have, no, I've got one heal left. Jesus Christ. Fuck me. God damn. And I'm out of ammo. And I'm dead. Okay. That is our first ever boss death in this entire game. Literally, the first ever boss death in the entire game. Which is a little bit mad. This is the wrong checkpoint. I guess I didn't use the other one. That's kind of my bad. Oh, ammo. Okay, it's getting a bit more intense. God damn it! That third hit. I should have had that. Kind of threw it away. It was going okay until the last bit and then threw it away. 2 deaths on 1 boss. My aiming has not been on point. Very discombobulated. Right, I'm gonna change how I do it. I'm gonna use the howl now. And I'm gonna save the hunter's mark for now, because I want to make sure that he gets marked, basically. I just need to calm down and roll less, you know? That's literally all it is, really.
Here they come.
Walking down the street. That was tough. was tough. It got like that last attempt was pretty good. I would suggest. It got easier when I bothered to learn his attack. I haven't really had to. It sounds cocky, but it's not really. It's more just, you know, we've been fine. In that we've, I would say for most of the game, I haven't had to learn what the bosses do at any point. I've just been able to brute force my way through. Just keep shooting them. I'll heal through the damage. The dog will revive me if need be. We'll be fine. You know what I mean? That was the first fight where I thought, oh, I actually have to, I actually have to pay attention here for a minute and learn how to dodge the melee attack in particular. Because if that hits you, it hits you 3 times towards the end. So delay that attack, dodge the big lightning, well, light blade thing as well. Good fight. Enjoyed it. Don't like that it killed me though. My hands are really hurt. I don't know what it is about my aiming today. I feel like I can't get the arrows out quick enough in a way. I feel like the aiming's just way off. My hands are stiff, knees weak, arms heavy, mum spaghetti. Oh, my fingers are very stiff actually. Ooh. Oh boy. What the heck is that? Anyone else getting final boss vibes? I'm getting final boss vibes. Okay. Let's go have a little look, shall we? I mean... definitely getting final boss vibes.
Guess we're doing this the hard way.
Wait! It won't work!
Anomaly. Step aside.
You did it. We're here. This is our one chance. If we stop the route here, it's done. For good.
Corruption eradicated.
I can break the shield, but it'll take everything I've got. I'll be powerless. All right. Once we do this, there's no turning back. Either you win, or...
Say it.
or it's the end of everything.
Anomaly. Your chance of success is greater than 0.
An old flirt.
I was attempting to reassure you.
Yeah. Thanks. Very comforting.
Come on. Let's do this. You ready?
I'm ready.
I got this.
You must hurry.
Hey! Traveler! Kick some ass for me.
Didn't even bother to learn my name. I'm gonna swap my amulet for this. I just realized I should have done that for the last fight as well. 15% damage bonus. Thank you very much. Should we have a look at our rings briefly? Reduce enemy awareness. Right, so that one's okay. I can't. Increase all damage dealt by. Okay, that one's fine. Health is fine. That one's okay. Power complex, I'm not sure. I don't think I've got any other really good damage rings, though. Let's see, God, they're all melee. They're all melee. Out of so few of my rings are anything to do with range damage. So few, yeah, none of this. It's just melee. Alright, okay, well, I'll take the 15% extra damage, that's fine. Here to cleanse the corruption. Once and for all. It's not going to be once and for all, is it? That would be silly. Hates me a melee character right now. Did try to dodge that, I promise. It didn't go well, but I did try. Ooh, that's close. Oh, that's a triple. Okay! Like a... Thanks, girl.
Thanks.
I knew there was a follow-up. Oh my god, I'm doing it again.
This ain't looking good.
Okay, that whooped me. That wasn't even slightly close. Why have they saved the only hard bosses in the game right to the end? Every boss in this game has been super easy, and then suddenly these final two are bonkers. Alright, I didn't use my skills yet again, because I'm big brain. I've been a little turned on by my dodging there. You bloody well should be. Not that though. Or that one. I know what I want to do that, I just didn't do it very well. Basically, sums it up. Horrible feeling this is gonna have a phase 2, you know. Oh, God damn it. No idea how I'm not dead. Not gonna lie. I will be soon. Micah, come here! Micah, come here! Micah! Thank you. I needed that. This is pretty bonkers for a 2-stage fight. I've got no healing left. I've got a little bit of healing left. Don't have much healing left. I didn't realize it used up a thing. This is mad. This is actually wild. This is crazy. Okay. Interesting. Okay, folks, I'm just gonna bring you into this part here. I got a little frustrated with the boss. I've not had any more attempts or anything, but it felt tough, shall we say. Now, I've had a little look online just to see what level the boss is, for example. So my power level is 11. The boss is level 14, so I want to point this out right now. I am under-leveled for what we're trying to do here. I've seen comments from people struggling on this boss who have level 10 in both archetypes. We have level 9 and level 0. So we are under-leveled. We really are. I've leveled up Sagittarius one more time. And I had some thoughts. Traveler.
They don't like it when I help you.
So I'm gonna, first of all, we're gonna upgrade this. Just check. Yep. We're gonna upgrade our relic charges, and then we're gonna buy ourselves the Orb of Undoing, which resets all spent trait points. So we're gonna respec our traits for the purpose of this final fight, and see if we can make it a little bit better. I think the one... Oh, I figured out how to turn the flashlight on. Finally. Can I... How do I... Did that get consumed, out of curiosity? Oh, it didn't. Oh, that's good. All right, sweet. So we've got 30 trait points. Now, I definitely want Vigor. So let's max out Vigor. I also really want Fitness. I think this is the one I was thinking of a second ago. Both that evade distance up is probably going to be really useful. Only got 11 points left. So it's whether I put any in... stamina. I'm going to put some in these, and then we're going to put 5 in lifesteal, I think. So I've basically swapped into lots of fitness and into... Well, basically I've swapped from stamina into fitness, essentially. I just think having the longer range on this is probably going to be really helpful. It's a theory. It does feel quite large. I'm not saying it's a good theory, but it's a theory. I'm going to bash my head against it for a while. I'm not going to give up straight away. We are going to go give this a go. If it proves to be very... So what I've learned, I'm going to nip back over here in a second, is that your power level is actually determined by your archetype a little bit, but mainly all your different weapons. Your 3 weapons together make your power level. And a higher power level actually... So you know we talked about not finding any galvanized iron? The reason is because I wasn't upgrading things, I think. And that's actually one of the reasons our power level is so low. I've talked to the wrong person. Come on, you.
What can I do for you?
So basically by upgrading these side things here... So we were power level 11, right? Okay.
You know where to find me.
Got up to 12. And the higher the power level, the better stuff we find in terms of, you know, the iron and stuff like that. So the reason we haven't been finding any galvanized iron is mainly because I've been neglecting to upgrade these side things, essentially my side weapons. Because I didn't think to hover over the power level button to see what it does. Now, I don't think power level has a effect beyond this. I don't think power level means that the boss gets any easier. I don't think I don't gain health from it, I don't gain stamina from it or anything like that. It just affects what level the world is and what gear we find in terms of like resources. So actually in terms of this boss it doesn't make any difference. If the boss proves to be a little bit too tricky for now, I am going to bash my head against it for a while. Don't worry about it, I am going to try. What we'll do, because I wasn't going to end the video, I wasn't going to end the game after this anyway. If we can't do it yet, the first thing we're going to do is go to... You're not going to let me do it from here, are you? No. In Loathsome, we got the DLC, the Unnamed King DLC, what the heck it's called. And we haven't done it yet. We didn't get that part of the adventure in Loathsome. So we're going to go into adventure mode and we're going to play through that at some point, and that should take a couple of hours at least. And we'll get some more experience points, and we'll get some more iron, and we can hopefully level up a little bit further. I don't think we want to go above... So the boss is minimum level 14. And we'll scale past that. Now, he's always your level +1, so we don't want to go past level 13. We want to stay maximum power level 13, realistically. But I'm going to give this a few more tries. At least a few more tries. I'm going to give this about 20 more tries. I think I can do it, even under-leveled. That's because I'm a cocky son of a bitch, what can I say? Didn't realize this low health, to be honest with you. Am I dead? Feel dead. Yep. I'm okay. I didn't realize I was that close to death at all. Right, that's the delayed one. Okay, noted. I've just figured out his weak spot, by the way. It's his head. That is a big improvement for phase 1, to say the least. That was good. I felt very sexy, I'm not gonna lie. Some of those dodges were pretty great. This is more the phase that concerns me, though. Okay. I don't really know how this works yet. Okay. It's gonna go right. Yes. Whew. Just in time. Nope, too early. Far too early. I knew what he was gonna do as well. I got too eager. Grab some. Okay, I think this phase is probably easier. Let's heal, man. Uh-oh. Oh, you baited me so hard. Oh, it carries on. Okay, that's interesting. What are you doing? And could you stop? I'm now aware that there's a lot of very scary orbs waiting for me on the other side. Am I out of ammo? I am out of ammo. Yeah, there we go. You're right, I need to kill as many of those orbs as possible. I need to grab some ammo as well. Oh, come on, man. Really, I just want to get some ammo, man. I just want to get some ammo, for God's sake. This is a nightmare, of which there is no awaking. Ammo! Okay, so I need to get better at that second phase. I think hugging the wall is definitely the tactic for the second phase. Okay, that was worse. I've realised a problem. If you hug... So the blade in that data fucky phase, it spawns wherever you stand. So if you stand way too far to the left, you've got nowhere to run, basically. So you need to stand to the left, but leave a gap to roll into, basically. Phase 1 was really good that time, though. You just have to get stronger by getting better, which is the worst kind, because it's all on me. And part of me is like, yeah, I know I'm a little under-leveled, I'm a little weaker than we should be, but that's cool. That's a good thing, and we should revel in the pain. So let's do it, let's revel, baby. It always gets me. God, I can't believe the pistol wasn't reloaded. Well, this sucks. Kind of just accepted I'm definitely gonna die here. So maybe I should just try to get some damage. that my dog's gonna heal me through it. Jesus Christ! Oh! I was. Oh! Oh!
Come to what? Hey! Hey! There's gotta be a way. What are we doing here? There isn't a goddamn way.
Only two outcomes remain. The corruption consumes us all. Or
Keep! What's going on? Why isn't it staying dead?
the corruption is violent. Containment is no longer a viable option. The only outcome left is annihilation. Eradicate the corruption. The system is to restore.
Okay. What the hell does that mean?
It means wiping everything. Starting over.
Starting over? I thought we were trying to stop that from happening.
We have no choice. The root will destroy everything. For all time.
This is unexpected. I am reluctant to execute.
No. Keep, there's another way. Traveler! On me!
Clementine!
I'm gone. It's over, I won. Okay. Okay. Let me just load back in before I say anything. I have thoughts about several things, but I'm just gonna save them for a moment. Okay. I've got my stuff, right? Let me check that first of all. Yeah, forgotten memory, broken compass. Okay. That ending sucked. I'm sorry. That was dreadful. And I'd like to explain why in several different ways. So, what I'm assuming has just happened, right? Let's talk about this, because this is not the last episode. We are probably going to keep playing the game, because I want to do... Actually, let me take a look at that now. I don't know how much more we're going to play. It might be a DLC-only game, but I do want to do... Do I? No, I'm pissed off right now. Adventure mode, create new adventure. Yeah, so Nerud, Yesha, and Losum are the 3 planets that we played on. We can't do one for Earth. But then there's the Awakened King one-shot, which is, I think, basically, I think it's in Losum anyway, it is. And as far as I'm aware, basically they've done like a crafted version of it, so it's not that different from what everyone else experiences. And then once you've done it once, you can go back in and you can randomize it like you would usually. So I do want to do this. I've paid for the DLC. I feel like I should experience it. However, let's talk about the ending to the game. First of all, quite proud of myself for taking down the boss, right? Let's just get that out of the way nice and early. I think that shield made a big difference. To say I was hanging on would be a vast understatement, but I pulled it off. Didn't, you know, the only noticeable upgrade I gave myself really compared to the first tries was one more relic, which did matter, and I upgraded the bow by 1 hit. That was it. That was really it. I just got better at the fight. So my problem with what just happened is threefold. 2 of it is just small issue. No, first of all, let's talk about what's just happened, right, on a story basis. As far as I can tell, I don't think the game did a good job of emphasizing this or showcasing it whatsoever, but I think the point was that... Because Clementine, like... Right, so... The corruption wasn't dying, right? And... The lad... Spooky white boy said either we have to let it spread and take everything and eradicate the world, or we have to reset the world, which becomes just basically the same thing, but it's neither here nor there. We have to reset the world to before this corruption spread. The root, whilst biological, I think is meant to be representing like a corruption in a electrical system or in an AI. Or it's corruption in data, it's corruption in code, and it's manifesting as this physical, biological entity. And that was it. And then Clementine says there's a third option. And she runs with the thing. I can't remember what the thing is. The thing is like a fragment of code or something like that. And what I'm assuming happened, or what was meant to happen, what's being suggested, is that Clementine kind of absorbed all the different realms. Can I, first of all, can I go to Earth? Let me just check that. Clementine kind of absorbed all the realms into herself, right? All the people, all the realms, yada, yada, yada. See, it doesn't make sense that I can go back to Earth, because the root shouldn't exist anymore. Am I crazy? Surely the root shouldn't exist in this timeline. Otherwise, what was the point? But I think that's the idea. She absorbs everything and then she kind of reboots the system. She's kind of saved all the data, the system gets rebooted, and everyone comes back, essentially, right? The fact that I can still go and do the campaign and the root Earth makes no sense in that context. There should be no root left over, otherwise what the hell was the point? I think on a story basis, it's a spectacular failure, because not only does it not really make logical sense in that regard, but it means that there's nothing to the end of the story. Nothing happened, and like the world hasn't changed. Nobody knows that we saved the world. It makes what we did feel pointless. The status quo hasn't changed. We got like a short little cutscene and now we're back to before the end of the game, essentially. Like, the game's trying to like justify now for why we can do adventure mode and why we can keep playing. Go explore all these other data breaches, yada, yada, yada. But at the end of the day, that saps the story of any stakes it ever had. You need a way to keep the story going post a rootless world, basically, because the root aren't present on the other. They should just let it so you don't continue the campaign anymore, and you can't go to Root Earth. That's the only way this makes sense. And are we aware of this? I'm aware. Are the characters aware? The other two problems I had were much more nitpicky, but A, why was that war music playing for the entire it was so loud, it drowned out all the audio, and it completely sapped any dramatic purpose in the cutscene. Like, every single cutscene, all these people disappearing and stuff like that, it's got this really annoying, ominous twang over the top of it. And the second thing is, and it's been bugging me all game long, when you kill a boss and you get all this loot, like, usually you press B to close it off, but you can't do that in a cutscene, so you can't close it off quickly. It does auto close off, which it doesn't usually do, so they have thought about it. But I'm watching the final cutscene in the game. I've just killed this hard as fuck boss. It took quite a lot out of his hard work, and the final cutscene has item pop-ups popping up over the top of it. Who did that and thought this is okay? That this is an okay thing to do? Who did the sound balancing, because they were terrible, and who did the pop-ups, because that was also stupid? I don't need to see, immediately after killing the boss, what items I got. There was another little bit where we were walking around, getting attacked by little dudes. Have it pop up then, for God's sake. Why does it have to pop up during a cutscene? I just think that's so nonsensical. I think the story sucked at the end. I mean, look, at the end of the day, this game was never a story game, so I can't say it makes a big difference. I'm more just annoyed that this is what they put out and thought it was okay. Like, it feels so lazy, and that annoys me a little bit. I don't care about the story, but that still annoys me for some reason. I'm gonna have a long, hard think about whether I want to continue playing this game. And that's not because I've not enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the playthrough. I've had a good time. I thought the final boss was actually really good. I feel the orbs are probably a little bit overpowered. They feel designed for a co-op, not for a single player. I think I would have had to build a very, very specific loadout to be able to handle those orbs, and I don't feel that should be how a game plays, personally. You know, I shouldn't have to change what my character is to succeed on the final boss, you know. I mean, I didn't, I suppose. But only because I had the dog rezzing me. If I didn't have the dog, and I knew I had the dog ready to roll. Like, I kept that in my locker. Specifically, that you saw me during that orb bit, I just went and tried to hit the boss instead, because I thought, these are going to kill me. And if I try to, I'm just going to waste ammo, I'm going to waste time, I'm going to waste potential damage if I do anything other than shoot the boss during this phase. There's no point in killing the orbs. So I think that's a balance issue. But other than that, I think the boss is generally pretty good. There's one of the audio cues, which is badly timed. It comes way earlier. All the other audio cues, the audio cue goes shrink, like a sword being drawn, and then the attack comes, and it makes it easy to time. One of them, only one as far as I can tell, is too early. It comes too early. You have to wait like 5 seconds, and then the attack comes. And I just think that's quite cheap game design as well. But other than that, I think it's a really cool boss. I really enjoyed it, actually. It was tough, but generally speaking, fair. Very dramatic looking. Maybe a little bit too much stuff on screen. I know they wanted to give it like a really cool finale kind of look, but especially in that interior phase, it's just too hard to see what's going on, I would suggest. But the idea of like flicking between the two is really cool. Very confusing, very hard to deal with. Really, really liked that. And imagine this boss must be a goddamn nightmare on some of the harder difficulties. It really must. Then again, I probably would have been better geared. Let's have a look what this... We've got 2 weapon mods. Let's have a little poke.
You're back.
See, this annoys me. This annoyed me back in Alpha Omega. Beta A. Brands the target for 30 seconds. Branded enemies that die leave a brand. Reloading, swapping detonates brands, dealing 225 damage. Cool. Spectral Blade is the other new one I got, right? Performing a charged melee attack during a neutral... I don't know what a neutral... Oh, right. I think it's just... Yeah, okay. I think I get that. Creates a whirlwind of slashes that strike all enemies within 8 meters for 91 damage. That's pretty sick. I think this is a neutral... I think it's that. Yeah, there you go. I just learned. Goes well, my friend. I think I can now... Okay, it's not here. I've also seen someone mention that you can buy new guns post-game. I also need to talk about the armor. They've changed the armor in this game. There's no tier sets. You can't upgrade armor. You just kind of pick the armor that's going to fit within your weight limit. which for me is this rate limit. I don't like slow rolls in games. The armor system is basically, I'm wearing the armor I got at the start of the game. You know, it feels. I understand why they changed it, because you kind of felt tied in last time as well, because you had to wear all from one piece, all from one thing, obviously, because you wanted the set bonus. But I think they've gone too far in the other direction. Like, in both games, I've kept my starter armor for the entire game. And I have swapped out some pieces, I'll admit. But the fact that I'm wearing any of my starter armor feels really weird. Like with the bow we got super early and we haven't changed it. And I get why, to an extent. It's like, well, you get something, you level it up, and you're good. They're too stingy in this game with the resources. Way too stingy, because you can be less stingy with resources and not make the player any stronger. Which sounds counterintuitive, but you think about it like this. I struggled for most of the game with a lack of galvanized iron, right? We didn't have any galvanized iron, I couldn't upgrade the bow. If they gave me loads of whatever loads of default iron and loads of what the second tier of iron is called, I would still not have gotten any stronger, right? I could upgrade my pistol and my sword a little bit, but that's about it. Like, I would not have got any stronger in terms of the main way I deal damage. My bow doesn't upgrade, my armor's not upgrading, I'm not gaining any strength. So, they can give me loads and more of those resources at that stage in the game. Like, you don't want to do it straight away, you don't want everyone to upgrade their guns straight away, but like, I feel like by the end of the game, whilst I'm getting like little bits of galvanized, I should have been getting lots of the other stuff, because obviously we've progressed past the need for lots of that other stuff. The reason to give people lots of the other stuff, though, is to let me go and build other weapons. Like, I've not tried a single boss weapon, because it takes all my resources. I don't have any resources. I've managed to level up 4 weapons in the entire game, and even then they're nowhere near maxed, you know? I think there's just too much focus in this game on making people want to play it over and over again. And I think the core campaign suffers greatly in balance and many other ways for that purpose. It's kind of annoying me, because I was having a really good time, and now I'm kind of like retrospectively looking back and thinking, well, there's quite a few game design decisions here that I don't agree with. It is worth keeping in mind, I did enjoy the play. I had a good time with the gameplay of the playthrough. I really did enjoy it. I did. I think I will also say that the archetypes, in my opinion, level up too slowly. These new? Are any of these new? Oh, these are guns. I swear the coach guns from the first game. I think these are new. I think they're from the first game. Like, we haven't maxed out our starter archetype. And the second one isn't even level 1 yet. Like, we would have maxed this out, admittedly. That would have been maxed out if we hadn't picked this one up. But that's after doing an entire campaign. Like, we played through the entire game, and it hasn't leveled up yet. That's crazy. And there's like, I think there's something like 20 archetypes in this game. And again, that feels like it's being done to push me to go and replay and replay and replay and replay. But when the initial gameplay has these kind of like caveats that I find frustrating, it doesn't make me want to replay the game. I kind of talked myself out of this now. I feel really weird, but I think we're done. I'm looking, because I know the DLC that I'm considering playing hasn't reviewed very well. I know people aren't that pleased with it. Generally speaking, it's mixed reviews on Steam. It feels like the kind of game that if you really want to get the most out of it, you have to put 100 hours in. And I'm not going to do that. Do I want to throw another 5-6 hours in, or do I want to just move on and say, you know, we had a fun experience. Didn't cost me anything, it was on Game Pass. I did buy the DLC, which proved out to be pointless, but that's okay. But I had a really good time. Like, I don't want to pull away from the improvements Remnant 2 has made. I had a really good time. I think some of the boss design... The bosses are too easy. Until the last one. But generally speaking through the game, I'd say the bosses are a little bit too easy. But I really like a lot of the environmental puzzles we did. A lot of the crazy things that happened. The environment design is staggering. And I'm sure there's tons of incredible content out there. And I can see the appeal in leveling up all these archetypes and getting all these different rings and amulets and trying to build like a really cool build. I totally get the appeal of that. But that's grinding and adventure mode and trying all this stuff out, and I just don't think I want to. And I was so sure I was going to. It's kind of like how... Sorry, I know I'm prattling on for ages, but I've got a lot of thoughts apparently. Like when we played Assassin's Creed Valhalla. When I'm playing the game, I'm going around, I'm exploring, I'm grabbing everything I can see, I'm trying to get everything, you know, because that's what I enjoy. I like that kind of somewhat completionist playstyle. But when I finish the campaign, I'm usually pretty done. I don't tend to want to drag things out any longer than that. generally speaking. If the DLC is good and substantial, I might come back for it. But that tends to be on a story basis. I'm trying to think of a game where the DLC, for example, God of War Ragnarok, which we played here on the channel, has a new DLC coming out, which is just gameplay focused. It's like a roguelite kind of mode. It's obviously already out by the time you folks see this video. And I have zero desire to play it. Zero desire to play it. When it comes to DLC, I don't think I just want more gameplay. I think I want more story. So I think for me, games like this, where the story is just an excuse to ferry you from enemy to enemy, basically, which is fine, by the way, I'm just saying. I don't really have an interest in that, per se. I think we're done. Yeah, wow, that feels very weird. What the hell am I going to play next? Right, no, so I've been ragging on the game, I know that, and it sounds super negative. I do, again, want to reiterate, I've really enjoyed Remnant II. It's a good game. I think if you really like this game, there's a lot of potential here to get a lot of fun, hundreds of hours worth of enjoyment, especially on Game Pass. You could pay nothing and get hundreds of hours of gameplay out of this game, which I think is really cool. I'm sure there's tons of incredible things we didn't see, but the idea of going into adventure mode over and over again to see them all just doesn't really appeal to me. I've had fun on a one-shot. There's things I would change, but maybe I'm just not the target audience. This is the kind of game that 15 years ago, 10, 15 years ago, I think I would have played for a lot longer. When I wasn't recording it for YouTube, I think I would have just I think I would have played the hell out of this. And maybe it's just YouTube. Maybe it's because I know. Maybe I'll play it on my own. Maybe this is a solution to all problems, that we don't record it. I know there's other things I want to play, and I'm weighing up what I think is going to be my next playthrough, or at least what I'm going to record next. I never know the order, but I'm weighing that up against playing more Remnant, and the other game wins. So why would I force myself to do anything else? Part of it's because I feel bad that I've ragged on the game, and part of it I feel like I kind of suggested to you folks at home, we're going to do adventure mode, we're going to play a little bit more of the game, and I'm not going to follow through on that. But, you know, I don't want to force myself to do anything that I don't want to do. It's a good game. It is a good game, I promise. They've made some decisions that I don't like, specifically with the ending. I've got to say the ending sucked, but beyond that, it is a good game. I thought the Handler was a really fun class to play, really glad we picked. And we had Leica, me and Leica had our adventures. I just think that's the end of our adventures. Maybe at some point a DLC comes out that's incredible and gets really good reviews and changes up the game in a way that I think warrants me coming back. And we might do. I'm not going to write it off forever. I'm just saying that for now, we're done. I've talked for far too long. I'm going to go. Thank you so much for joining me for Remnant 2. Sorry for ending this on a bum note. I do, again, good game. Really do recommend it, especially if you've got the time to put into it. I don't recommend it, I would say, for a one-time campaign playthrough. But I kind of do, because the gameplay was really fun. Oh, I'm very much in two minds. As long as you go in for the gameplay, like the fundamental gameplay loop, you'll have a good time. I think if you go in for anything else, you'll probably find it frustrating. Yeah, that's probably the best way to say it. That was Remnant 2. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you lovely folks very soon. Cheers much love as always. Bye-bye.